Skipping Christmas by John Grisham. Luther and Nora Crank decide that this year they're going to skip Christmas. Their daughter is away for the first time, and Luther does all the calculations because he is a cold-hearted accountant, and he calculates how much money they lose every year, and he convinces his wife to skip everything with the festivities and go on a Caribbean cruise. But the neighbors can't accept it, and they put the pressure on the Cranks to celebrate Christmas just like they always do. They're pressured from the neighborhood kids, carolers, the local police departments, the reverend, and so on, all hoping that they put Frosty on the roof, that they have their Christmas Eve party like they usually do, and all the other Christmas bits of cheer. So as the novel goes on, the pressure gets higher and higher on the Cranks to finally cave, and the Cranks are more and more determined not to let that happen. First of all, I would like to point out that this does not sound like a John Grisham novel. He has this habit of doing these side short books occasionally where it's like he's saying, let's put aside all this legal mumbo jumbo and just sit back and have some fun. I typically do not approve of this. Bleachers, Playing for Pizza, I did not like these books. This one though, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a clever take on a modern Christmas story. I have to give John Grisham some credit here. I actually thought it was pretty funny. I think the premise was great, where you have the neighbors on one side and the Cranks on the other, and this escalating tension between them. It's just right for comedic material, and I think he pulls it off well. And I also thought the book ended well. I thought it wrapped up in a way to be this fun Christmas story that ends up actually having a message about Christmas in its own lighthearted, absurd way. But the whole book is in this lighthearted, absurd world, so it fits. Before I say how many stars I give this book, I want to make a note about stars. An important element in how many stars I give something is the objective that the book is trying to achieve, not so much how important that objective is. This is not a great book in the sense of great literature, but it's also not trying to be. Its goal is to be a lighthearted, fun, short Christmas story that you like to read in the holidays, and it basically achieves that. So I'm going to give this a solid 4 stars.